from the Lakeside Newsroom of the Henrico Citizen, your hometown news source since 2001. This is the Henrico News Minute with publisher Tom Lapis.
The body of a Henrico woman missing in the James River has been found, and a Short Pump Middle School teacher accused of sexual assault takes the stand in his trial. We'll have details about both stories and more in today's Henrico News Minute. It's Thursday, June 2nd, 2022, and it's brought to you today by the law firm of Barnes & Deal.
And now for the news.
Sad news from Richmond yesterday as the body of missing 23-year-old Henrico woman Lauren Winstead was discovered in the James River about 5 miles downstream from where she had fallen off her flotation device. She and another woman from Chesterfield were separated from their group of 12 people. Both have been missing since the incident on Memorial Day. Police said her body will be taken to the medical examiner's office to determine a cause of death. Yesterday was the second day of the sexual assault trial of Short Pump Middle School gym teacher Dean Lakey. Lakey took the stand and completely denied that he had assaulted a 14-year-old student at the school in 2017. The girl, who's now 18, alleged that Lakey assaulted her in a restroom on school campus after one of her Technology Student Association meetings that March. In his testimony yesterday, Lakey presented a handwritten calendar showing every March TSA meeting and every activity in which he had participated during the month. Pieces of evidence that included his coaching schedule, airline tickets, Wegmans receipts, credit card receipts, and more. The prosecutor, Henrico Commonwealth's attorney Kelly Cotting, argued that there was no time to verify the calendar and text messages and receipts because Lakey and his attorney, Craig Cooley, did not provide the evidence to the state prior to Wednesday. When he testified, Lakey said he would hand over his phone to jurors on the spot so they could see the text messages for themselves. He also said he could not have provided all of the information on the calendar to Child Protective Services prior to his arrest because he didn't know what he was accused of or by whom or when the alleged incident occurred. The prosecution yesterday brought forward two witnesses. One was a nurse who worked at Short Pump Middle School during the time in question, said she saw Lakey in the PE hallway where the assault allegedly occurred several times a week and also saw students in the hallway there after school. The defense called 7 witnesses, including 5 current and former teachers at Short Pump Middle School who testified as character witnesses. Our Anna Bryson was at the courthouse all day long and filed a report that you can read now on henricocitizen.com. She'll be back in the courtroom today. The trial resumes at 9:30. Both sides are scheduled to give their closing statements before jury deliberations begin. 2 Henrico County high school students face charges of bringing guns onto school property. Both incidents happened yesterday. Shortly after 11 a.m. at Hermitage High School, a student reported to administrators that another student had been seen in a restroom showing a firearm. That juvenile was charged with the possession of a firearm by a juvenile, possession of a weapon on school property, and possession of marijuana. There was no known threat to anyone at the school. Shortly thereafter, at about 11:40 a.m., officials at Varina High School informed school resource officers they were going to search a male student because of an odor of marijuana. During their search, they discovered other items that prompted them to conduct a search of the student's vehicle, at which time they located a firearm there. That student, 18-year-old Haitham Wada Ali, was arrested and charged with possession of a firearm on school property. A Henrico County high school student was one of 2 recipients of the 2022 Virginia War Memorial Marochi Memorial Scholarship. Danielle Cruz, a senior at Hermitage High School who will attend Liberty University in the fall and enroll in the U.S. Air Force ROTC program there, earned a $2,500 scholarship, as did a student from Charlottesville High School. The scholarship was established in the memory of the late Rear Admiral John Marochi of Rappahannock County by his family and other donors. Transportation concerns were on the minds of several Henrico residents at last week's Henrico Board of Supervisors meeting. A Lakeside woman spoke about road safety and drainage issues in her neighborhood. Read a few of the 200 survey responses she got from posting on a Facebook group. Many of them referenced the necessity of sidewalks in the area. Another resident called for the county to purchase land near Willow Lawn, currently occupied by a storage business, and redevelop it as a regional transit hub. The county has been seeking property in the area to use as a public parking spot for the GRTC and Pulse stops at Willow Lawn. You can read more about this right now at henricocitizen.com by clicking on News and then Government. And the topic of active transportation, things like biking, walking, jogging, skating, and wheelchair travel, will be the focus of our first ever Live at Lunch webinar event. It's happening next Friday, June 10th from noon to 1 p.m. on Zoom. We have 4 panelists who will discuss the current state and future of active transportation in the county, talk about things like sidewalks, bike lanes, shared use paths, and more. We'd like to invite you to join us. Tune in while you eat lunch in front of your computer. Tickets are just $20 a piece. You can find them at tinyurl.com/liveatlunch22. Today's Henrico News Minute has been brought to you by Barnes & Deal. Barnes & Deal has emerged as a highly respected family law firm over the past 3 decades with the resources, skills, and experience necessary to handle high-asset divorces and other complex family law matters across Virginia. To learn more, visit barnesfamilylaw.com, that's BARNES, or call 796-1000.